right. Certainly very proud. We needed to win. You always need to win, but how we won was pretty neat. I don't think we've ever had this in my tenure here, to where during that game, your starting center was out on offense. And then during the game, three DBs went down, three starting DBs went down, and some guys came in, and then your backup long snapper came in and executed in your field goal game, in your short snaps and your long snaps, and guys were able to overcome it. And I was telling the defensive staff today, what I was very proud not only of the kids but of the defensive staff is that there was still confidence, and Hankins, our defense coordinator, he's putting them in positions, and the kids made plays. And it wasn't a deal to where these guys are playing now. They haven't been playing. It's not like they're, you don't call them starters, but they play a lot. No, they haven't been playing any. We've been playing the same five guys basically the whole year. And so game 8 finally, injury bug kind of got us. So very proud of that. And those kids deserve that. They've been here several years. Some of them are 3- and 4-year guys that went out there and played some minutes that mattered, some plays that mattered, and they responded. So that was really neat. I was proud of this too. You start your freshman quarterback again, and we turned the ball over the first play of the game. And you go back and watch the tape. It came out of his hand. He put it on the ground. And the defense takes the field with energy. They take the field with without hanging their head or, oh no, here we go again, and then they get to stop, home to field goal. And so that was neat, because that was a here we go again moment. And kids kept plugging, coaches kept coaching, and it was huge. That next drive we were able to respond with some help from some personal fouls that extended that drive. Now, unfortunately, we were inside the 5-yard line. We got to end up kicking a field goal. But, you can analyze all that to death. Games are so close. So, that was a 4-1 team here who had the lead on Jacksonville State the week before. And I thought our defense played really well, and our offense did enough. Thought our kickoff return unit once again was good. Thought our punt return unit was good. We made 2 field goals. So there was a lot of encouraging things. So, then we move on to this week. Yeah, a lot, boy. It's a lot. Once again, he can make a play. His ability with his legs, and he made a couple throws. Maybe it's not going to the right guy, but that's why we're playing him, because he can make plays. Now, he's turned the ball over 4 times in probably 50 plays. Okay, and he knows that, and he'll keep getting better with it. I knew this when we decided to play him right now. Because you're not talking about a guy that was getting backup reps, like a guy that would have been your backup going into the season, who's getting maybe a third of the reps during practice. You're talking about a guy that was not necessarily on scout team. He was always with the starting offense, but wasn't getting the reps. So in the last 3 weeks, he's got a ton of reps. It's like the first part of the season for him. But we need his playmaking ability. He came in there. He's a tough kid. Took some shots. I'm sure he's sore today. Once we got the lead, I just didn't feel like we could afford to turn the ball over again. And, so that's why Troy went in, did a good job. He threw a couple touchdown passes. So real proud of that. Who knows how the game will unfold this week. But things that Dresser's learning are, there wasn't a whole lot of checks in that game. There wasn't a whole lot of line of scrimmage procedure. We were huddling for him, try to slow it down and stuff. But it's just, it's like seeing your first grader or second grader go, and they learn how to read and how to do certain things, and he's doing it with a great attitude, and the kids believe in him and respond to him, and that's been a good shot in the arm for us this late part of the year.
I hope this kind of sounds like an obvious question, but is there an excitement and energy about the team for these last 3 games?
I think so. I think so. You still. We know, and I'm not going to talk about it today. They know what the math says with 3 games left with 4 wins. Okay, they know what the math says, to that. But it was a neat locker room, because the wind, kind of the monkey was off their back 3 weeks in a row. The frustrations of it. It was a lot of energy throughout the game. I expect us to go to practice today. It can't be, okay, we're done now. No, it can't be with that. You got 3 games left. We got a lot of quality seniors that, with 12 12 quarters of football left, and that's it. That's all they got. And so, I expect them to respond and go and play and finish out this schedule the best way they can. And we've talked about that. What will your legacy be? Championships would be great, but also, how many games you're going to win in your career? What some more memories that you're going to make? You play the season from front end to the end. Not one game matters more than the other. It's your collective body of work. And seeing Clete Hagan on the sideline, and Tay Martin, guys that have played a ton of snaps the last couple of years, stand on the sideline and cheer for their teammates and be involved in the game. That was pretty neat. I was impressed with that.
I know you have a lot of confidence in Dresser. How has the offense as a unit bought into Dresser?
Yeah, I think they see the tape and they see some of the plays that he's made with his with his feet, and he made some big throws the other day. It makes us a little bit more hard to defend because the quarterback runs they can come out of because of his escapability, and he can throw, and he's an accurate thrower at that. So I think that, like I said, it makes us harder to defend. Makes maybe the backs have bigger holes to run into. The receivers having some different opportunities to make plays as well. That's what he brings to us.
Talk a little bit about what we're going to see out of SEMO. They're a team that's been struggling all year.
Yeah.
It's
You look at it and you say 2-6. Now turn the tape on and you go, oh goodness. It's coming back from Jacksonville State on the road, 13-6 game with 3 minutes and something left in the game, and they hold Jacksonville down the red zone. Jacksonville has to kick a field goal to go up 16-7, and then they turn the ball over and Jacksonville scores in the last play of the game, and that's how it gets 23-7. So very impressive. And I believe they had 8 sacks against Jacksonville State, in one game. So they play in their 3-4. It's good. It's tough to move the football against them. You saw it's going to be a tough, hard-fought game. I mean, it will. We'll probably, we got to have the injury report's pretty long, so we'll see where we are about the middle of the week and who can play and can line back up. And so it's their scheme causes you problems, and then you put good players in that defensive scheme and cause you a problem. They got a senior quarterback who's leading the league here in several different categories. He's very dangerous. He's a senior, big, strong guy. Got a couple explosive running backs and wideouts. So it'll be, if you play well, it'll be a 1-touchdown game. Either way, going in the fourth quarter, and you hope you can get out of there with a win. But I'm excited about it. It's going to be a fun practice this week.
When you look at it on film, we talked about 2-6, but able to make plays. Do you see just little things, little bad luck things, or maybe
Yeah.
just missing?
Just like us, turnover here and there, penalty here and there. It's very. Most all the teams in this league are very similar to that. Eastern Illinois, 5 turnovers, you're not going to win. Our defense got 5 turnovers. If you take 2 of those away, where does that game go? Same way with Murray. Same way with Austin Peay. We're all 1 touchdown different, except for maybe the Jacksonville State, and then you saw what SEMO did, and Eastern Illinois cutting that margin down a little bit. And so who can return a kickoff return? Who can get, we've done a nice job last couple of weeks of, flipping the field a little bit, and you make your field goals. This is tough. You say that the game, for the history of the football games, come down to 5 to 7 plays. It does. All right, but it's even tighter than that right now because you have to play good in those other 50 plays or 75 plays to get it to the 5 or 7 plays that make a difference. And if you can do that, then you're probably having a chance to win those games. If you don't, then it kind of turns out like our win the other day or our loss at Eastern Kentucky. And so it's a very, very competitive league this year, no doubt. It's been some ugly games. When I say ugly games, as far as there's not a whole lot of pretty offenses or guys schematically moving up and down the field. That's not happening at all. It's taking advantage of the turnovers and avoiding the penalties. There's 20 penalties in our game the other day, which is too many from both sides. Now, some of them are procedure penalties. I bet you they probably had at least 3 or 4 or 5 of those, and then there's personal fouls where the officials are trying to get control of the game and stuff. So, but too many.
Scored in every quarter for the first time this season, and you also scored in every facet of the game. How encouraging is that as you head towards these final 2 games?
You hope you're I enjoyed those 24 hours that we're at home, or I guess less than 24 hours, where we went back to work, and you say, well, maybe you're growing, and then all of a sudden you turn the tape on and you see Simo's defense, and you say, oh boy, well, we got to get a good plan. We got to execute. Once again, playing Dresser at the quarterback position has given us. I think we're harder to defend, but there is going to be there's turnovers that have been coming with it. So if we can cut those out, manage the offense a little bit, still you've got a senior quarterback that can help us, throughout the game, that we'll continue to have ready to play. We've got to get back up balanced, but like I said, this year nothing has gone exactly like we wanted to go offensively. So right now you're just trying to get and receiver. The kids, not that they're giving into it or become complacent with it, but you see some wide receivers in the locker room after the game that maybe didn't have a catch or maybe have one catch, but they're still excited that they won the game because they just know that different things happen throughout a football game, throughout a football season. And so you take all these statistics and you throw them out the door offensively this year, and you just try to find a way to help a defense that you've got that can be pretty dominant at times. I don't know if we climbed in the national polls this week defensively or not, but I know we were 8th going into that game, and so we're up to 6th. Okay, so that's outstanding. Proud of that staff, proud of those players, and offense. Hey, let's keep them in position to let them win the game and make our plays when they're there.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, thanks, guys.